Welcome, you are listening to Radio Central News. I'm Chandni and now news in detail. India has registered a fresh spike of 45,209 novel coronavirus cases in the past 24 hours, pushing the tally close to 91 lakh on Sunday, the Union Health Ministry said in its daily update. After adding the new cases, the national overall case count has now reached to 90,95,807 till date. The active caseload of COVID contagion has slightly increased by 1,215 since Saturday, and presently there are 4,40,962 such cases across the country. Talking of the COVID deaths, 501 more lives were claimed in the same duration by the virus, and the toll has increased to 1,33,227. Meanwhile, 43,493 more recoveries recorded in the past one day, and the total recovery count has now reached to 85,21,617 till date. In percentage, active cases are 4.85%, discharged 93.69%, and deaths 1.46% of the total case count till date. David Nabarro, a special envoy of the World Health Organization, in an interview with the Swiss Badener Tagblatt newspaper on Sunday, warned of the danger of a third wave of the coronavirus pandemic in Europe in early 2021. According to the special envoy, European countries failed to prevent a second wave of the pandemic after they managed to take the first one under control. In particularly, they missed the opportunity to build the necessary infrastructure during the summer month when the epidemiological situation improved. If the governments do not create it now, they will face the third wave in early 2021, Nabarro said. Many Western European countries are currently seeking to take the virus back under control without resorting to such rough measures as lockdown and a strict isolation regime for which they have to pay a high price, the WHO special envoy added. Commenting on the epidemiological situation in Eastern Asia, Nabarro said that it was better due to clear communication between the authorities and population. After the countries managed to reduce the number of infections per day, they do not relax coronavirus-related restrictions which are strictly followed by the citizens. The new amendment made to the Kerala Police Act will in no way be used against free speech or impartial journalism, Kerala Chief Minister Pinarani Vijayan said on Sunday. In the name of the freedom of press, individual freedom cannot be violated, and similarly, in the name of individual freedom, the freedom of the press cannot be violated, the CM said in a press release. The government is duty bound to protect both. It is in this context that even at the international level measures are being put in place against the infringement of personal dignity. The amendment in the Kerala Police Act are only those that are in tune with such measures, he added. Along with ensuring the freedom of press, the government also has the responsibility of upholding a citizen's individual freedom and his or her dignity as enshrined in the Constitution, he said. The popular idea that one's freedom ends where the other's nose begins need to be respected. One has the liberty to swing one's fist, but it ends where the other's nose begins. However, there have been instances of this idea being repeatedly violated, he added. The state government was repeatedly receiving complaints against the wide misuse of social media, especially by certain online channels. Even prominent public and cultural figures have made such complaints. They have brought to the notice the government instances where inhuman and wild cyber attacks were carried out by some of the guise of journalism and how it even harmed the family lives of many, he said. With 1 million Twitter followers, the Reserve Bank of India has become the first central bank in the world to reach this milestone. The Reserve Bank of India has beaten the US Federal Reserve and European Central Bank on Twitter by emerging as the most popular central bank on the microblogging site with 1 million followers. As per the latest information available on the RBI's Twitter handle @RBI, the number of followers has increased from 9.66 lakh on September 27, 2020 to 1 million or 10 lakh. RBI's Twitter account reaches 1 million followers today, a new milestone. Congratulations to all my colleagues on RBI, Governor Shaktikanta Das said in a tweet on Sunday. In contrast to this, the world's most powerful central bank, the US Federal Reserve, has only 6.67 lakh Twitter followers, and the Frankfurt headquarters European Central Bank, the second most powerful monetary authority in the world, has 5.91 lakh followers. US Fed joined Twitter in March 2009, while ECB has been active on microblogging sites since October 2009. The 85-year-old RBI got on Twitter account in January 2012. Governor Das has a separate Twitter handle with 1.35 lakh followers. That is all for the today's news bulletin. Stay tuned to Radio Central News for more updates.